happy week, holiday, beautiful time of gathering together with family and friends, celebrating Day of Grace. Happy holidays, lovely lunar ladies. I wanted to pop in and give you some 411. Wish you a very happy holiday. If you're traveling, be safe. And I hope that you all have a great time, whatever your plans are. If you're with family or with friends or doing a wonderful self-care moment in time, may that just fill you up with everything that you are desiring to experience more of in your life. So thank you for being here in the Lunar Ladies and being a part of my life. So I'm giving thanks for you today and tomorrow and this weekend and the rest of 2021 as we move boldly into 2022. Oh my gosh. Can you believe it? Where did this year go? Didn't 2020 feel like it lasted a lifetime? And now 2021 is like a few weeks from being complete. How did that happen? I don't know. All right. Well, I wanted to pop in, say hello to the lovely lunar ladies, wish you all well, and to your families as well. Give them hugs and kisses from Auntie Shannon. But I wanted to share with you some insights on this eclipse portal that we're in. Started with the full moon lunar eclipse on the 19th, just a few days ago, right? About 5 days ago, we had our Palladian full moon lunar eclipse in Taurus at 27 degrees at a starseed vibration. That just opened the front door to the upcoming solar eclipse new moon on December 4th. Opens the second door, and that's where we get the octave that will be developing over the next 6 months. All right, so what does that mean for you? Right, I'm still investigating this particular portal octave gateway eclipse window that is opening. Lots is going on between now and the next eclipse, which is a solar eclipse, new moon, when the sun and moon are together. Now they're going to be together at 12 degrees Sagittarius. So this is what you want to do when you get your natal chart, is you want to find these degree markers that are happening right now, because that's what's getting activated in your own natal chart. Now, if you're new to the language of astrology or the world of astrology, we utilize our natal charts as a walking operating manual for this lifetime. So when you're born, there is an energetic signature that gets imprinted in the field, and it's created by the day you're born, the time you're born, and where you're born on the planet. And that's what we call a natal chart, right? So it's charting, mapping, diagnosing, creating an electromagnetic frequency that's in your cells, in your physical body. And that physical body, your body, goes through this whole lifetime and develops. The soul has experiences, clears karma from past lives, has new places to grow and evolve, shift, change, and grow, right? And love more, have more joy in your life, work through stuff with courage and strength and resilience. So that's what, when I refer to a natal chart, your natal chart, that's what I'm talking about. Your energetic, electromagnetic frequency imprint on the field, that's your blueprint for life. And we get to utilize that in multiple ways all the time. Like, my natal chart is my, like, hello, like, what's going on in this thing today? So I wanted to also let you know the annual sale for the holidays is live, and you can go to lunarladies.com, click on offerings. It'll bring you right to the page where everything that's there is on sale. That sale will be going on till the end of the year, because I want to give people plenty of time and to enjoy receiving from that space. And it gives me the opportunity to work with you. And then when you buy a gift for yourself or another person, you're also supporting me as a small business entrepreneur, right? And so it's a win-win all around, and I get to have precious time, soul time with you, which lifts me up. it fulfills my soul purpose, is to help you find your soul purpose. Who would have thought that my soul purpose is to help you find yours? So we all have lots of fun together when we do these journeys. And I like to look at a natal chart oracle as a journey. And so a natal chart oracle, if you haven't had one yet with me, basically how I do it is I get your information. I ask you, like, is there any part of your life you really want me to look deeply at or get clarity on for yourself? And so I do that, and I create a chart, a report, and a recorded video intuitive guided reading of your chart. And then I send it to you. And then I tell you how I'd like you to experience it, because we're looking at soul information. And then you have time to integrate the information, and I have you listen to your recording 3 times. And why 3 times? The ego hears it first, which is our personality that's sitting at a place of separation from soul. The second time, your soul gets to listen, and then the third time, the spirit listens. And so by that time, the third time, you'll find a one-to-one time on my calendar, and we do a follow-up. And I say, hey, how'd it go? What happened? What'd you experience? What came up? And then we start going over questions, and then I can check in with you, like, how that landed. And I get a sense of, like, okay, that's great. You're ready for this. Or I recommend, following down this path in whatever direction that shows up in the oracle. So I like to refer you out sometimes if I see something like, oh, you really got to connect with this person, and I'll offer that. Or I say, wow, this would be great in your life in 2022 based on the transits. And I would say, do this as your next investment in your soul, in your growth, in your healing, and your transformation. So natal oracles are awesome. So if you haven't had one yet, take advantage of the sale that's going on. Put it on your Christmas or Hanukkah or Kwanzaa gift list or wish list, and maybe a friend, a family member will buy that for you. So that's the natal oracle. Comes with a recorded reading, your natal chart. They can use for the rest of this life a report that really helps you. It's like 25 plus pages. There's tons of info. You can always refer back to it. And then you've got your oracle reading. So that is on sale. It's normally $244 because it's a recorded reading and a follow-up session. So it's like 2 sessions that you're getting. It's on sale for $188. So all the oracles are on sale for $188, which is a great deal. But today I wanted to talk to you about the power of a transit oracle. And I'm looking at and wanting to tell you about the transit oracles because they really are great for eclipses. Okay, so let's just go and review an eclipse energy. What is it? So an eclipse happens when, at a lunar eclipse, it happens at a full moon. So the earth passes between the sun and the moon, and the shadow gets cast on the full moon. And it usually is like a reddish brown color. So that's eclipsing or like pushing a reset button. Like when you have to reboot your computer because it's not working, right? So you shut it down and you restart it. That's what eclipse does. So in a lunar eclipse, it's restarting that emotional body, the core root self. So when I do a natal oracle, I give you your signature, which is your sun sign by house, degree, and sign. And then your ascendant, which is the sign of your first house. I talked about that. But your core root, your innermost layer, is your moon sign. And all 3 create your energetic signature. When you show up in a room, that's the energy showing up. So it's 3 parts. And the moon energy is not only your core root self, but it's also the doorway that we can open to look at past life memories. That's why I created Lunar Ladies, really is to help us get in tune with the moon, because the moon unlocks our memories. And when we can tune into our past life memories, we can see where the blocks are, the limitations that are in our lives today, possibly where they're rooted in. And we look back in time. Okay, it could be ancestral, it could be soul experiences on the planet. And I'm learning a new technique that I'm going to have available in 2022, which is past life regression through astrology. I'm very excited to utilize this moon frequency that we've been focusing on here in Lunar Ladies and take it to the next level. And I'm going to take it in the next level of an area that's in my ancestral makeup for this incarnation, as well as my soul has a vibrational match, which is Druidic astrology that focuses on past lives. More of information coming to you in 2022. But today, so with the lunar eclipse, we're resetting our emotional body, and then we're also having a moment to go, okay, what is coming up from my past life memories that needs to be resolved? And when we have an eclipse happening at an end of the year, these winter eclipses, it means you can get a view, a preview of what 2022 has in store for you. Okay, so eclipses comes in 2s, sometimes 3s. So we just had that lunar full moon eclipse on the 19th of November. And you're going to want to look in your natal chart. Where is 27 degrees? Taurus, what house is it for you? For me, it's my 12th house. And my 12th house is the house of soul. It's the psyche, the unconsciousness, the dimensions of my past lives, and where my soul is connected to in the cosmos. So that's getting a reboot with this lunar eclipse that we had last week. Now, they come in 2s, so we're waiting with bated breath until December 4th when we have a new moon in Sagittarius at 12 degrees, which is a galactic healer degree. It's going to be very big in Sagittarius. So then I go across my chart and I go, where's 12 degrees Sagittarius for me? This is what I'm asking myself, and this is what I want you to ask yourself. So where's 12 degrees Sagittarius? So if you're new to this, how you would look at you like, okay, find your Sagittarius full house, find the cusp of what opens the door to that house, what number, and then find it where it is. And if there's any planets aspecting it, meaning are conjunct together, square 90 degrees, trine 120 degrees, a yod 150, opposition 180, sextile 60. See, this is why it's good to get a reading. It's pretty complex science that we use when looking at a natal chart to understand, like, what does this say and what does it mean? Okay, so our solar eclipse is a new moon, a new beginning, a new cycle around the sun and the moon coming together. How do you shine your light out in the world? Where the moon is internal, the sun is external. So the new moon solar eclipse on December 4th is rebooting your externalized soul sun self that goes out in the world and inhabits the day, where the moon inhabits the night. So together, the full moon lunar eclipse and this new moon solar eclipse create an octave and a window that we're passing through. And we can look in our charts, where is that getting a reboot, a restart, a review? Something wants to shift and change because there's a new beginning coming. Now with Taurus, we look at the energy of Taurus, and what is Taurus? It's about how you really feel about yourself. What's your level of self-worth? What's your level of value of yourself? Are you allowing yourself to be valued? Do you feel self-worth? Look at your finances. If they're not in a healthy, wealthy state, it's an indication that there's something going on around self-worth, feeling of value, and feeling safe and secure within the self and on the planet, in the world itself. Okay, so it's where our fears get rooted into the earth of being in the physical world. Now you'll take that Taurus energy and you'll apply it to whatever house Taurus rules for you in your chart. Now I'm going to take that Taurus energy for myself and apply it to 12th house themes, which is feeling victimized in the shadow. It's how I can connect to soul and my soul family, and finding my worth in that part, like, and looking at my belief systems that are unconscious, that are playing out in the world. And since the moon is there, I really need to look at my core self as well as back in time. Many or multiple incarnations. On the flip side, my 12 degrees Sagittarius is in my 6th house, which is wholeness, body, mind, spirit, wellness, being of service to others. And so I can look at my core self through the 12th house lens of unconscious beliefs patterns and go, okay, where am I blocked in feeling my worth and my value, and how can I show up in a new way to be of service to others from a satiated and fulfilled place, feeling safe and secure. Because if I look at myself over time in this lifetime, I could see where I have some difficulty showing up because there's some fear there in my Taurus energetic. And it doesn't feel safe to show up in a group or be of service. What if people don't want what I have? What if people don't like me? Right? All those things. Now, I combine that with my South Node in Libra, but wants to be liked. And I got a Black Moon Lilith in Gemini, fear of rejection. So you can see how we start to put your puzzle pieces together to get a bigger view of who you are, what this lifetime is presenting you with, all the gifts of things to let go of and things to grow through, things to challenge you, things to excel at, things to widen your joy and contribute in a greater way on the planet. Okay, so when we look at the natal oracle reading, we can look at that as, spanning this whole lifetime. But the reading that I want to share with you that some of you may not be familiar with is called a transit reading. So you can do your transit chart and report, and you can do a transit oracle reading with me that can take a look at this energy for you and help guide and direct you on your path. And once you find the sweet spot, meaning where you're super aligned and it's easy, there's grace there, then that resources you, and that opens up the rest of your chart to you. So I like to encourage my clients to say, okay, we're looking for the sweet spot. And I can do that with you because you're going to use your own body to tell me, does this resonate or not with you, right? So we work together when you do one-to-one readings with me. Okay, it's really fun. I really enjoy it. So I wanted to give you an example of, at eclipses, it's the primo time to get a transit report. Now, they're all on sale during the annual sale. So you can get a transit 6-month report, which gives you a chart and a 46-page report. It's on sale for $33. Yay! And you can combine that with a reading with me of helping you understand what the information's there and finding the sweet spot. And that's $188 on sale from $244. So $188 investment. And if you do zip pay, it's for interest-free payments. And then if you're like, oh, I don't really want to do zip pay and I don't want to do that, I can send you a PayPal invoice and you can make monthly installments on it. I'm happy to work with you because this is a really important time. And if we can get as much medicine and tools and guidance and support you can get, you're better for that, right? It makes life easier. Okay, so for eclipses, that's the time to do the transit report and reading. You get a chart, report, and if you want to do the one-to-one with me, that's what I highly recommend because it makes sense. It's a lot of information, and I'm happy to comb through it for you and find your sweet spot. Okay, so the 6 months transit reading, I recommend that during the time of eclipses. Eclipses happen in the winter and in the summer because eclipses develop over time. It takes 6 months. So I say, okay, let's start at the first eclipse and do a 6-month transit report and take a look at it because this is what's developing for you in 6 months. It's really exciting. So I did mine. So I just want to show you an example. So this is an example of a transit chart. So we have my birthday up here and then the transit 6 months from there. The inner circle is my natal information, and this on the outer circle is where the planets will be in 6 months, right? 6 months, right? And then I say, okay, who's lining up? What's going on? So right away, I just want to bring your attention if you can see that. Right away, my moon 17 degrees, my natal moon. In 6 months, the sun will be 12 degrees Gemini. Now, that's a new moon vibration, meaning that's telling me in 6 months, this eclipse is opening up a whole new great cycle in my life in regards to my moon, my core root self, my intuition. So my moon is in the 12th house, in the house where I can access the cosmos through my deep core internal psychic abilities. The moon's saying, I'm coming in to give you a whole new activation of that power. And most likely it's a power that I have not tapped into yet. So for me, when I do the eclipse work over the next 6 months, what that work will do is create a new beginning of my ability to communicate, Gemini, with my core root self, my psyche, my team, my spirit team. To me, I'm going, wow, I'm getting new guides. I'm getting a whole new galactic healer guide wants to come in and work with me so that I can fulfill my purpose, which is working with others, right? And so the 12th degree is galactic healer, Gemini, twin, so there might be two guides coming into my 12th house, creating a new beginning of my psychic ability, my intuition. So that was the first thing that opened up. And I was like, ooh, look at that. I'm stoked for that. Okay, yes, please, I'll take that. So I just want to give you an example of how we start looking at this. Now, another cool thing that opened up is I have an activation on my midheaven that this eclipse is bringing. And the activation is coming from the asteroid Vesta. And Vesta is the eternal flame. She is the keeper of spirit, and she's at 2 degrees Pisces, which translates to where the sun and moon are happening in my chart, my 12th house, which is the Pisces, natural Pisces house. So I'm getting not only an activation by the high priestess on my midheaven, it's also, which relates to the moon vibration that's getting the sun activation of a new cycle. So I have a new cycle, possibly stepping into a more high priestess type role, utilizing the power of my intuition. Now, I'm born on a balsamic moon in Gemini, and that's known as the teacher's moon in the 12th house. So some new level of teaching wants to come through that's coming from this more high priestess, a whole self, the eternal flame, right? Body, mind, spirit, and with new guides. So amen to that. What else is happening here? 21 degrees. Let's see. So my moon will be in Cancer, which is the home of the Cancer at the 27th degree, which is opposite Pluto, transiting Pluto. So again, it indicates an octave of power coming into my life. So that's just a start. That's first 5 minutes of a reading, right? And to me, when I look at that moon, my eclipse moon is in Cancer, and it's in my second house, which is great because I'm clearing that old, some belief systems around feeling safe and secure in this world. And the 27th degree is part of the big cardinal, the big fixed cross that's coming with all of these eclipses in February with Pluto's return. So I had gotten a reading with Lainey Love, who's doing the Sacred Revolution Oracle Global Festival that I got invited to be a part of. I'm so excited. I'm in the company of like these stellar women. I'm like, whoa, I'm just like, their light so bright. I had to wear some shades. So I feel very fortunate to be a part of that experience, the global festival that's happening on December 4th, the solar eclipse. So I'm going to have Lainey come in with me next week. We're going to do a live. I'm going to interview her, and so that you can meet Lainey. She's awesome. She's connected to awesome people, change makers, revolutionaries. And so we're going to talk about the global festival next week. But I will leave a link in here so that you can sign up. It's free. It's a 5-day festival filled with so many goodies. I signed up because I want the goodies too. And then I have some goodies to give away as well. So talk about the transit. So I wanted to bring that to your attention, that transits are really good this time of year during the eclipses because it helps you to see what's happening. So, thanks Malia and Janice for being here. Hi Teresa. Just noticed your beautiful comments. Think you like my lipstick? Thank you. Fire, that's right. Ooh, Red Resonant Serpent Day. Thanks, Malia, for bringing that wisdom in. Yeah, Black Moon Lilith, fear of rejection, big time. So Janice says, my natal Saturn is 12 degrees retrograde Aries, old soul. My Jupiter is 12 degrees Leo. Oh my gosh, so you're getting this beautiful harmonic solar eclipse vibration at the 12th degree, and that's galactic healer, Janice. And we know that your North Node is in the 12th house of galactic healer, earth medicine woman. Yeah, girl. It's time to be outside in the cosmos on that day. So, definitely, if you feel called to get a transit report, and if you want to just do the solo understanding of it, get the report. It's 46 pages, and it's on sale for $33 in the annual sale. And I'm going to be doing a BOGO on Black Friday and a BOGO on Cyber Monday. So everybody that buys something, I'm not quite sure what the BOGO will be, because I have a whole bunch of classes that I would love to open up the library. So we'll see. I'm asking the Oracle, what is the BOGO for Friday and a BOGO for Monday? So I'm going to post it here in the lifestyle group as well as on the email list. So you'll get, if you're on the email list, you'll get 2 emails, one on Friday, one on Monday, and I'll send them really early in the morning, so they're there in your timeline. And it'll be some kind of special cool thing. So I'm going to do a BOGO Friday for Black Friday and a BOGO Monday for Cyber Monday. So think about if there's people in your life that you would like to give a gift from Lunar Ladies. I can create a gift certificate for you for whatever you purchase that you can give to them in their sock or in a gift card or a gift bag. That would be fun, huh? And then all they would have to do is contact me with their birth details and we get going. Not fun? So Teresa, hi girl. I'm going to get to see Teresa on Monday. I'm so excited. Yay. Natal Saturn, 22 Aquarius in 11th house. Ooh. Don't you love the double 11 there? 22. Angel number, right? And I love that Saturn in the 11th house. Saturn is the ancient ruler of Aquarius. Aquarius in the 11th house. Very old, ancient technology that you have mastered in other timelines, that you are ready to bring forth, or maybe you already have here and now, or especially in 2022. That's Saturn is mastery. 11th house is groups. Aquarius energy is working with the crown chakra and higher knowledge from other timelines. And Saturn says, I've mastered this at the 22nd degree. Most likely in another life, could be Atlantean or even the Draco constellation, bringing that back and putting it in our crown so that we can download it from you as the master teacher at 22 degrees. Yeah, so it'd be fun when we talk on Monday, Teresa, to talk about how you are downloading into as a master teacher with the groups that you're working with. Oh, hi, Lyra. That'll be fun to look at that. So yeah, 22 Aquarius rules. Ancient ruler is Taurus. So it feels Atlantean, and I'm getting some insights into the Atlantis experience. I'll share real quick what's coming through with some other teachers, as well as what I'm feeling and resonating with is in some exoplanet or exo type of scientifically looking at the cosmos or solar systems, galaxies, there's this wonderful thoughts, a realm of thought or philosophy that there are type 1, type 2, and type 3 civilizations in our galactic neighborhood. A type 1 is kind of where we're at on planet Earth, where we have a society of global citizens and we have kind of ruling governments. And these governments kind of like set the rules and we follow them as good citizens. And that's like a type 1 civilization where you have like the masses and a smaller group of kind of overseers. Type 2 is an evolution of that, where the masses step up and it's kind of more of a self-governing system where people are contributing at the level of mastery, and then you have an experience of this Type 2 civilization, which is more like more of a golden age type of what we can conceive as the golden age, where people are fostered for their greatness, they're contributing, they're creating, and everybody is in a more equal setting of being a contributor and a creator. That's like a Type 2 civilization. And then Type 3 evolves from that. And apparently in this sector of the Milky Way cosmos galaxy, Atlantis was considered a Type 2 civilization. And it was a Type 2 model civilization that existed in multiple areas in the galaxy, not just on planet Earth. Planet Earth was selected or had a vibrational match to that Type 2 level, kind of evolved type of civilization. We fell, Atlantis fell. So to me, it feels like a density, things got more dense, consciousness, we lost a lot of connection with our galactic consciousness, and things went and dropped in frequency. So we were no longer a match for a Type 2 civilization, which was an Atlantean model, but we were more into this Type 1. Now, it's really interesting that to look at Atlantis, or the golden age of what, and a lot of us are back from Atlantis. This is something that I'm learning with my new teacher, is that there is a huge presence of people from the Atlantean experience, either bringing back things that we need to take us into the next level of growth, clearing old karmic timelines, and sometimes repeating that to give us those challenges again that we can overcome now that we know more and we're more connected as a society or a human race. Lots going on. And then yesterday I was in Janet's Women Evolving 2021, and we were talking about Venus retrograde. So I have a whole series of blog posts. I'm breaking down the upcoming Venus retrograde because it is huge for 2022. It's 2022 is the year of the divine feminine mother vibration entrepreneurial powerhouse. And I want to share that insight with you to help get you ready. So I'm starting to feel like what kinds of things we will need to support us in our greatness in 2022. It's the 6th year. And if you draw the number 6, it looks like a pregnant woman. And the Sabian symbol was for the zodiac year of 2021 was a pregnant woman in a summer's dress, right? And as we move into 2022, we're going to feel that pregnancy vibration coming through. There might be lots of ladies who are pregnant at this time, maybe, but it's also being pregnant with this creative spirit. And that creative spirit, when done through the female form, and opens the door to entrepreneurial opportunities. So if you feel like you're ready to take a step out of what you've been doing, maybe your job, your career, ready for a change, there is a huge opportunity for female entrepreneurs because of this Venus retrograde, the 6 being that pregnant energy, wanting to be creatively inspired, giving birth, which is a contribution vibration. For 2022, that's about collaboration, love of humanity, bringing people together, right? It's 6 years are very nurturing, very feminine, very divine mother, divine feminine vibration. So I just wanted to kind of throw that out there. Isn't that cool? All right, so what more can I tell you? I really do feel that the transit report and oracle is the way to go to see what's unfolding for this eclipse portal that will develop over time in 6 months, which will take you to March 2022, which is the end of the 2021 zodiac year. So you're just in time, having cleared, created, moved forward, find that sweet spot. And you're ready for 2022 to jump off the high dive in March of 2022, which is going to be super exciting. So I'm working on a few things that will shift and accelerate our growth in 2022, and they have to do with these babies and new moons and full moons, to create and manifest on a new moon and release and celebrate on full moons with the power of amplification. And I just want to show you some other fun tools. So talk about octaves. So here is high ohm, low high ohm, just so you can see, mid ohm, and low ohm. This is the 4-part harmonic that will change everything that you do. This is the sweet spot for me. Ohm is home, and they cover the 4 layers. The lower body, the lower chakras, the spirit or the soul body that's in holding the frequency with the container of the spirit, which is the physical body, and then the spirit, which is connecting to the cosmos. So I've been getting insights into how to use the tuning forks with setting our intentions at a new moon, working through our stuff at a full moon, and keeping the cycles really rich and juicy so that you can be in your sweet spot. You can be manifesting like a boss babe in 2022. Keeps cutting out, or is it just me? Oh, who knows? Teresa, as you know, I've been having crazy Comcast problems in my area. I think that they were doing some upgrades. We've had 2 outages, actually 3 outages recently in where I live in Alameda. And yesterday I didn't feel good at all, and I really felt like I'm like, okay, what did they turn on? Like 6G or something? Like I feel like I'm in a microwave. So needless to say, I've got my crystal healing stones, working with gathering all my tools, right? Utilizing low ohm to get me in the body, get back to ohm. So check out in your area, especially if you live in a pretty area that's got a lot of cell phone towers, you might be experiencing some upgrading of the frequencies that the body has, it doesn't totally recognize, to say it nicely. So I'm going to be focusing on a lot of our physical health, and using the power of sound, the alignments, to help us find our sweet spots in 2022, and utilizing the power of celestial alignments to move energy in our lives and help not only ourselves get you on your fully engaged with your soul's purpose path, and helping others, because 2022 is a pivotal year where we're going to embody Mr. Rogers, what he said: in times of trouble, look for the helpers. And we are the helpers. We are the helpers. And how do we help? We stay grounded, we stay healthy, we stay wise, we stay in our wisdom, we stay in the present moment, and we anchor it in a higher frequency, which is more of a starseed level awareness, and we become the angelic frequency on the planet that others can see, come to find solace, comfort, nourishment, and support, so that they can be moved into their greatness and they become a helper. So it's the helper helping, and then those that receive the help from the helpers become helpers too, and then they go out and help. So more info to come. I'm going to be on the Cosmic Couch on December 4th with Irma Kay. And she has a beautiful sale happening Black Friday as well. So check out crystals at Bright Star Emporium. And then I'll be talking tuning forks on the solar eclipse with Irma and Bright Star. I'm really excited about that. So I feel that, Edgar Cayce said sound is the medicine of the future. And we're in luck. I've been studying this modality since 2005. And I got forks and I know how to use them. And I have fun teaching you how to use them too. All right. So have a wonderful gathering tomorrow. Give thanks. I'm thankful for you. Give thanks for all the things that are in your life. Venus is watching. She's with us. She's preparing for her retrograde on winter solstice. And Venus has two sides. She attracts, come over here. And she can also repel, go away. So we want to be able to tune into our Venus vibration so that we're attracting what we want in our life, and we're, creating good, healthy boundaries to what no longer serves our highest good. Okay, thanks for joining, watching live, or watching the replay. Let me know if you have any questions, and I highly recommend the transit report for this lunar eclipse window of time to help you find your sweet spot. You can do it two ways. You can get the chart and report for $33, or you can up it up for yourself and get an oracle, which is a recorded reading plus a one-to-one follow-up, and that is $188. Also comes with your chart and 46-page report. I was like, oh my God, I got to read this 46-page report. Oh my God. But it really is nice. It gives you dates, what to watch out for. You can circle, you can prepare, you can be in alignment, you can be fully engaged with the present moment now, and that helps you out. Okay, thanks for joining me on this Wednesday afternoon. It's Mercury's day, so we got to have fun being together and chit-chatting, talking, and sharing information. All right, I'll be back on Friday sharing with you the BOGO, answering questions, giving you some insights. Oh, one thing before I go. Tomorrow, I believe the moon is in Virgo on Thanksgiving, or the Thanksgiving holiday, the day of grace and giving thanks, remembering our indigenous people. If you live here on Turtle Island in America, you want to find the indigenous people of the land that you live on and give thanks. Do something wonderful, because this is a day of sorrow for our indigenous people, and we want to remember that not everybody celebrates this day. Okay, tomorrow the moon is in Leo, so you can go, okay, where's my Leo ruled house in the chart? Be super playful, be loving, especially with the kids. If you're having a tough time with the family members, go hang out with the kids. Leo is fun. Run around in the snow or the leaves. Do something expressive, artistic, play some games. You'll be right in alignment. The next day, the moon goes into Virgo. We have a void of course. So let yourself, give yourself a break. So don't overeat, overindulge. If you're feeling, eat slow so that you feel when you're getting stuff. Walk away from the table. Come back the next day, and fix yourself a second plate or something. Not too much alcohol, because then the next day moon goes into Virgo and it's like, I got to deal with all this. I'm not happy about this. So just be in your mindfulness, because Leo loves to party, and Virgo says, but I got to clean up the mess. So don't give the Virgo moon too much to clean up in your space, but do have a good time. And the kids are where it's at. So if you're lucky enough to have gatherings where there'll be lots of children, give yourself a gift and play some games with them. Let yourself be a kid again and enjoy. Okay, bye for now. It's been lovely hanging out, and I look forward to questions and comments, and let me know if you have any questions about what's on sale or what would be right for you. If you're like, Shannon, I don't know which one to get, just send me a Facebook message, say, this is what's going on in my life, and I'll go, oh, I do that one. Okay, see you on Friday for the BOGO special. Bye for now. Have a nice holiday.